I used to be somebody that felt like I was responsible for other people's happiness. And in the same aspect, I expected everybody else to fulfill me. And I relied on people and things and events to provide happiness. And then one day I woke up and I realized that I was responsible for my happiness. And the one piece of advice that I was given a couple years ago was to control the controllable. And the only thing you control is yourself and the way you react. You have no control over what others think, say, feel, do, or expect of you. You are in control of yourself, and you have to be in touch with what you want and realize that happiness is something that comes from the inside. So this book is something that changed my life in 2015. And it's a book of affirmations that there's 365 of them. And so I decided this year to start them over. And so every time I come across one that really seems relevant, I want to share it with others because it's a good reminder. This book is really dedicated towards recovery from codependent relationships. And that was me. I was somebody who was raised by a narcissistic person who I was raised with being guilt and being shamed into doing what made that other person feel right. I was somebody that was expected to make my adopted parents happy, and I kind of filled that role in every relationship I had growing up into my adult life. I felt like I was responsible for other people's happiness, and I was always looking for happiness from things and people because I was raised that way. And so I'm in recovery from drugs, alcohol, different addictions, but most of all, learning how to cultivate good relationships. And so this is something, whether you're a codependent person or not, it's a good reminder. And so it says, we're powerless over other people's expectations of us. We can't control what others want, what they expect, or what they want us to do and be. We can control how we respond to other people's expectations. During the course of any day, people make demands on our time, talents, energy, money, and emotions. We do not have to say yes to every request. We do not have to feel guilty if we say no. And we do not have to allow the barrage of demands to control the course of our life. We do not have to spend our life reacting to others and to the course they would prefer we took with our life. We can set boundaries, firm limits on how far we shall go with others. We can trust and listen to ourselves. We can set goals and direction for our life. We can place value on ourselves. We can own our power with people. Buy some time. Think about what you want. Consider responding to another's needs. How responding to another's needs will affect the course of your life. We live or own life by not letting other people, their expectations and their demands control the course of our life. We can let them have their demands and expectations. We can allow them to have their feelings. We can own our power to choose the path that is right for us. So I wanted to share this with you guys because it's a good reminder that as I have been in recovery from owning my own power and controlling the controllable, which is myself, I sometimes find myself getting back into that behavior of finding people that make me feel like I'm responsible for their happiness. And I found that I have done things that I don't want to do because I'm trying to make somebody else happy. And in the end, I'm the one who's suffering, and it doesn't do anybody any favors. So this is a good reminder that you are in control of your life, and don't be afraid to say no to people. Be afraid of saying yes to things that don't serve you. And that's something that's so important to me that I have to remind myself all the time, is to let go of the things that don't serve me, that don't bring happiness or joy to my life, that life is too short. And really, a lot of times people feel that other people expect that, and I've learned to just say no to people, and people deal with it. And if they don't, then they're not the people that I want in my life, that don't respect my time. But I have to respect my time and who I am if I want anybody else to respect me. So I hope these little things that I share with you are helpful to you. Personal development was something that I got into and dabbled with about 10 years ago, and then started to really delve into in the last 6 years. And it has been so life-changing. It's helped my relationships, my relationship with myself, number one, and really helped me see my power, see my potential, and really learn things about myself, and most of all, forgiveness. And that's something that had held me back for a long time. So I don't know what perception you have about self-help, personal development, or anything like that, but I never really understood it. But now I understand that if I want to grow, if I want to keep moving forward in life, that personal development is something really big, and I want my growth game to be strong, and I want to encourage you guys to do the same.